Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches world's largest and historic pan-India rollout of COVID-19 vaccination program via video conferencing. Chief Minister N. Biren launches historic COVID-19 vaccination Manipur chapter at Jenims. Ningombam Romis of Kurai becomes first person in Manipur to get Covishield shot. Manipur reports 24 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death case in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 366. Education Minister Sorokaibam Rajan announces reopening of colleges and schools for class 9 to 12 by January 27. And India records 15,158 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,542,000. Recovery rate stands above 96%. Kurumjiri, good evening. You are watching the Saturday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari with you. Before we begin, Impact News would like to make an appeal to all our viewers that to stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your face masks properly and maintain a safe distance while stepping outside from your homes or workplaces. Remember, these three simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Now the top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched a world's largest and historic pan-India rollout of COVID-19 vaccination program through video conferencing. Speaking on the occasion, Modi said India's COVID-19 vaccination campaign is based on very human principles and those exposed to maximum risks get priority. He stressed that this type of a large-scale vaccination campaign has never been before run in history. Modi pointed out that India is vaccinating 3 crore people in its first phase of vaccination and 30 crore people will be vaccinated in the second phase. He praised those scientists who had been involved in making the vaccine against corona for the past several months. Modi said Indian vaccines are much cheaper than foreign vaccines but are equally good. He said India's fight against COVID-19 has been one of self-confidence and self-reliance. A sanitation worker became the first person to receive a COVID-19 vaccine jab at AIIMS. AIIMS Director Randeep Guleria, Dr. V.K. Paul, Niti Aayog were among those who received the vaccine jab.
Paramedical staff, ambulance driver, आशा वर्कर, सफाई कर्मचारी, पुलिस के साथी और दूसरे फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स, उन्होंने मानवता के प्रति अपने दायित्व को प्राथमिकता दी। इनमें से अधिकांश तब अपने बच्चों, अपने परिवार से दूर रहे, कई दिन तक घर नहीं गए। सैकड़ों साथी ऐसे भी हैं जो कभी घर वापस लौट ही नहीं आ पाए। उन्होंने एक जीवन को बचाने के लिए अपना जीवन आहुत कर दिया। इसलिए आज कोरोना का पहला टीका स्वास्थ्य सेवा से जुड़े लोगों को लगाकर एक तरह से समाज अपना ऋण चुका रहा है।
Minister Nongthomba Miren today launched the historic COVID-19 vaccination Manipur chapter at Jenims Auditorium minutes after the nationwide rollout by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Jenims attendant Ningombam Romesh of Kurai became the first person in Manipur to get coronavirus vaccine, that is Covishield shot. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister N. Biren thanked and praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi for timely distribution of the vaccine across the country to fight coronavirus pandemic. He also appreciated healthcare workers for their invaluable contributions amid the tough times of the pandemic. Chief Minister Biren appealed to stop spreading rumors about the vaccine and assured that it is safe. He also stressed on the need to raise awareness to clear away myths and any doubts about coronavirus vaccination. Advisor to Chief Minister, Health and Konthoksam MLA Dr. S. Ranjan appealed to people of Manipur to continue following COVID-19 related SOPs, even though vaccines are already available in the state.
Science proof to doctor proof to amana proof to adu juni jura ko adu de khoi kamai tawni ranjan ai khara phagalo hai gre miyoi bada sigi kaino da ai khoi gi National Disasters Management Act ki makhada mingon na masi wrong message santo pe adi mingon da ki henbe adi scientific proof erga di yes ma open debate to be open madu de ma hai be natna Bharat ki sarkar scientific reason yauna prithvi ki oina World Health Organization yaraga pira aba portama ki henba negative people, National Disaster Management Act, they should be punished.
Altogether, 100 Jennings Hospital employees were vaccinated today. 1,000 healthcare workers of Manipur were vaccinated at 10 vaccination sites, including Jennings today for the first phase. Vaccine administration was carried out at the Jennings Auditorium after necessary verification. 2 police officers were stationed as vaccination officers to verify the healthcare workers coming for vaccination. 3 rooms named as a pre-vaccination room, vaccination room and post-vaccination room were set up to properly monitor the health status of those receiving the vaccines. Doctors monitors vaccinated people for any adverse effects for 30 minutes in the post-vaccination room. Jennings Director Professor T.H. Bhimo and Medical Superintendent Professor K.H. Lokeshwar were among those who received the vaccines.
Jennings ki director Professor T.H. Bhimo hozu vaccine kapal lorba matung da thola matung da koi yoi sabitan da lojage doctor vaccine se ngasi koi doctor suyobina koi health workers singsina haitare miyam mi mangjil thara kanda vaccine se koi kap da tawde haibadu utna bagi da mukta amadi miyam na seba tabu nuai na bangasi kaptok ko haubusida to toy wakalon thambi
akoi last 10 months in the COVID ki saitheng si akoi society da lairiba mi khuding makna mayok nare masi adu hujik in the last 1 week ta COVID ki tagi sibasi 0 dala masi mayam loina makna phajana SOP ngaktana phajana honabagi result ne masi ngakthokna basi akoi gi vaccine namasi akoi gi masi puthoraiba research scientists mayamda ai thaganingi maramdi loina maksi infectious disease mayamgi control si masi loina maksi finally vaccine is the preventive solution itatatana media da lauriba SOP face mask upa 3 feet ki distance da tinma mayamda amadi anytime da akoigi soap season naraga akoigi hand washing tawba masi adum maintain tawbigadabani maramdi masina COVID ta natana tamthiraba laina TB dagi akoi 100% ngakthokpa soidana phangani amasung akoi summer season da mayamna yamna nanariba typhoid diarrhea masi COVID ki marks upasidagi amadi hand sanitization phajana tawbadagi masi aina khangjabada nearly 70-80% control tawrabraina khalli
Jennings ki medical superintendent so vaccine se phangkhre ma ka wai sabagi tanja do muk lojage doctor vaccine je phangkhra matung da kari phawi bage habadu
yamna ai noi sini kaisu thokte maramdi mayamna kiba ma phawrambado aigi modari masi kakcheng chikpadagi bu hen nade aduga khoi vaccine kapa missing su yam hai we are given confidence and we are also sure that we will be protected against COVID-19.
के वैक्सीन फंख्रबा अखोगी डॉक्टर सिंह अमनि तोंगान तोंगान मियोइसिना वैक्सीन से काप मतुंगदा अखोगी मियाम सोशल मीडिया दा तोंगान तोंगान बा वफम क्या अमा संदोरकपा वैक्सीन सिना अखोइदे हेना सोन बयाय हेना अतोपा मद चखि बयाय हाइबना चिंगबा कया अमा रूमर्स म्याम अदुगी ओना तैनाबदा डॉक्टर सिंहना मियाम दा अखोगी वैक्सीन से मागी मागी मतम लापो मतम दा मतम चाना काफोकपने हेना फगन हेबा वफम दुने दुसु मथकता अखोगी एसओपी सिंह मरुवेना मास्क सुपा खुद सा सेंगना हामबा सैनिटाइजर सिजनबा फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग मसी मदिदुम थमदुना मखा ताबा तोंगा तोंगा लाइना सिंग अमदि कोविड याउना नाकथोकनबगिदमक मसी मदि मतम सांगना कुइना अखोइना नाकमिनसि हाबा वफम सिमसु अखंग हाई डॉक्टर सिंह मार्केटदगी थमलकली कैमरा पर्सन कवि गेलोन पावमजरिबा आई केटमेम प्रेमचान इम्पैक्ट न्यूज इम्फाल.
Following the launch of a COVID-19 vaccination program Manipur chapter at Jennings Hospital, CRED RIMS volunteer Lamabam Roma became the first person to get coronavirus vaccine shot at RIMS Hospital. She was followed by RIMS director Professor A. Santa, RIMS doctors, nurses and other employees. Vaccination was carried out in 3 booths at Nursing Hostel and number 2. Altogether, 100 employees of RIMS were vaccinated on the first day. The hospital is targeting to vaccinate 400 people per day from tomorrow onwards. Speaking to media, RIMS director Professor A. Santa assured that the vaccine is safe and urged the public not to be reluctant to get vaccinated. Imphal West DC Naurim Praveen witnessed the event.
Great opportunity and feeling very great today to get vaccinated today itself on the first launching day. It's good for myself, it's good for all those who individually who get vaccinated also. Not only that, second point is very important. We can prevent this spread of the virus in our society so that we can prevent this pandemic. And by preventing this, we can save our lives of the loved ones. So I just want to encourage everybody should get vaccinated so that this chain of the spread, we should prevent it. So we want to break the chain of this spread of this virus. So more the people get vaccinated, it's easier to prevent this pandemic.
We are facing a pandemic of COVID-19 where there is no known treatment. The only treatment available or preventive measure available is the vaccine. So we are so happy today that we have received the first dose today. And I was injected at around 11, 17. So far there is no problem. It is not painful also. So far I don't feel anything. I feel so good after this.
Sijir Hospital and Research Institute Private Limited also rolled out Covishield vaccine administration today. A housekeeping staff of the hospital, Tianmei Paumei, was the first to get vaccine shot in the hospital. Chairman cum Managing Director of Sijir Hospitals, Dr. Kondongbam Palin, and Medical Superintendent Dr. S. Jugindro also got vaccinated. Altogether, 100 employees of the hospital were vaccinated today. Verification of the healthcare workers was carried out manually due to server issues. Speaking on the sidelines, Dr. K.H. Palin and Dr. S. Jugindro assured that the vaccine is effective and safe.
Manipur go ina ahan bagi oina center tara da vaccination to busida seje yaubira pusi amna nongai jai tha tara si yamna mioi basi yamna ware recipe go ina soidana mioi bana ngamne na sukhali aduga ngasi bhawda pandemic hokre history da adu mioi bana ngamaga magadum lakpang hakani
yam exciting way habidi masima tawraga khoi jik laina sidagi ngak thokpa aduga laina si sandokta da yamna maru oiba khongthang nena aina logjai healthcare worker dagi horaga praja khudimakta kapthokragadi laina sidagi khoi kokpa ngamgane habisigi adugi choba hajaba ma leijai aduga masigi hojik kapkani habagi akiba kaisu aingonda leigite aduga kapkhra matungda hoji phawdi noaitaba kaisu phawde phawroidran su khali aduga masigi adum soidana di akhoida kana gadran khali prajada ina thamjaningi se masigi vaccination si kibiganu masi tawthoga akhoi malem gi leiba praja mayam akhoi gi population mayam se akhoi kanbada mating amamamna sigi ayaba se piraga masi kapkhragadi laina se akhoi anakpada hena sonba hena anaba da masi laina se changraga misi mina thokpadu adu thoktanaba amamamna akhoi mating pangnasi ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯊꯝꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯄꯨꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯔꯤꯁꯨꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯏꯁꯥꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯤꯟꯖꯤꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯞꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯥꯔꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯕꯒꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯊꯣꯏꯗꯣꯛꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯗꯦꯀꯣ ꯐꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯈꯟꯕꯅꯦ
Thoubal DC and Bandana also launched a COVID-19 vaccination program at District Hospital Thoubal today. Hospital MS Dr. C.H. Memja was the first to get vaccinated at the hospital, followed by district frontline health workers. Speaking on the occasion, DC Bandana urged the public to get vaccinated against coronavirus.
Vaccination kapusu hobigre adu athuba matamda kapkiba patient gi magi side effect kari kramaram da suma masana su mayam da khundu piragani district sida ku kapka dori basi piragani aduna kudik makna ku tawjari ba thabak sideda sajo pibiu akiba popi ganu proof tawraba vaccine sigu mayam fazana kapada mateng pangbiu haina ai district side gi approve tawjari
vaccine sina ko gi hani ba koina corona fight tawrpada warapa mayam do khar mathai apni si koi prevent to kana mani haina thazaba phawe aduga masi kapasi thiruna ingon the reaction phaude aduna atopada su phawra haina khali aduna hari ba kudung saba haidi vaccination ni program sida mayam na aki tujingba lebigano
Chandal DC, Mayang Lambam Rajkumar, IAS, and Chandal CMO Dr. Sarthani Sarbum also launched a COVID-19 vaccination program at the Chandal District Hospital today. 100 healthcare workers were vaccinated today. Altogether, 1,700 healthcare workers will be vaccinated in the district. Tribal Affairs and Health Minister Wungjagi Navalte also launched COVID-19 vaccination program at Rajkumari District Hospital today. Rajkumari CMO Dr. V.C. Pau, DFWO Dr. Falunman Avaipai and MS Dr. Valan Kungi were the first persons to be vaccinated. 3,389 healthcare workers of Rajkumari district have been enrolled for the vaccination in the first phase. COVID-19 vaccination program also kicked off at Tamenglong District Hospital with a CMO Dr. Jambo Gonmai getting the first vaccine shot. Tamenglong DC, Armstrong Pame and district administration officials took part at the launch. Altogether, 1,138 beneficiaries of the district have enrolled for vaccination in the first phase. 100 beneficiaries were vaccinated today. DC Bishnupur Nita Arambam also launched a COVID-19 vaccination drive at District Hospital Bishnupur. CMO Bishnupur Dr. L. Gozendra was the first beneficiary to receive the vaccine shot. Altogether, 297 beneficiaries of the district have been enrolled to receive vaccinations in 3 days. Manipur reported a single-day spike of 24 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death case in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,835, out of which 380 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, one coronavirus infected a 90-year-old man from Imphal West district passed away at Raj Medicity. With this, Manipur's death toll from COVID-19 has reached 366. On the positive note, 79 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 28,089. State's recovery rate stands at 97.41%. All the infected persons are from the general population. They are 11 from Thoubal, 6 from Imphal West, 3 from Tamenglong, 2 from Kangpokpi and 1 each from Imphal East and Chandal district. All the necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. Education Minister Sorokaiba Marajan has announced reopening of colleges and schools for class 9 to 12 by January 27th. Speaking to media at his office in Old Secretariat today, the minister also said boarding homes and hostels will be allowed to open provided they take in only voluntary and COVID-19 negative students. Minister S. Rajan said classes for students of class 9 and 11 will be held in the morning shift, while for students of class 10 and 12 will be normal school timing. He said strict adherence to COVID-19 SOPs will be ensured by school management committee, relevant JEOs and school headmasters. The Education Minister added that COVID-19 awareness will be provided to students on a regular basis. He appealed for public cooperation for the same.
Tigi Satra Singh, college Gizo, school Gizo, assembly the Udona, Hangak minute, Mangagumba, Level Kanda, Wazasina, COVID-19, the gear, Nakuna Bohona, the Equina logo to River Sarkana, Toiva, SOP of the Education Department, Toiva guideline, Asigi, Maram the Chapsam Pigani, Luina school the sanitizer, Nintina Tangani, washroom labor, Mayam Sing sing Nintidana, Tamakanda, Sapor Gumba, Garigumba, Ham of Bokona, Mayam Sing Sokoi. Education Department I provide or Kanda, Hariba College, School Mayam Sing Sokoi. Pazana Nintina Yenga, Togania Duna, Monday Numita, College gi Principal Sing, Luina School gi Headmaster Singer, meeting Tonanova, to be arrangement Namaga, Department of Kanda, section the Tonanova, Taraina, the class hang and Hanagin, free Sutataro, Aishasu, all round Aisatlaga Yengani.
Meanwhile, colleges will continue both online and offline classes. Speaking to media, Higher Education Commissioner M. Hare Krishna said resolution was taken to open the college as classes are conducted semester-wise. He expressed hope that students of higher institutions will strictly abide by COVID-19 SOPs. He said department officials along with Education Minister S. Rajan will inspect schools and colleges once they reopened. It may be mentioned that Education Minister S. Rajan spoke on the new education policy, post-COVID recovery and sustainable e-learning at the World Education Conference 2021 held online ahead of the press meet today.
Everyday session first 10-15 minutes COVID ICT matanga kitang chhatra mayamga ojaga awareness create hoina sigise we need to continue to be alert akoi cautious adum oiba darkar lai vaccine ko thore which is good news but vaccines in the panacea na the vaccine oira su marks adum upiyo na highly hand washing hand hygiene adum to biyo na highly social distancing adum maintain to biyo na highly aduga learning se yari ke akoi ki education is director na hai loina cover tongna bonna ni but karigumba matam phangda taradi core learning the focus tarakani tanai phadana adugi semester duki khangdebe adabada aduda focus taraga chaklan.
People of Andro have protested in demand for execution of Iroma Chowrin of Thoubal Leshangtem Khong Manung, who was sentenced to death by Session Judge Thoubal in a rape and a murder case of 2010. It may be recalled that Judge A. Notune Shori gave him a death penalty on December 30th last year. All Andro Mairapai Association organized a sit-in at Andro Market today. Taking part in the protest, Association Secretary C.H. Umashwari urged the authorities concerned to obey the court's verdict and execute him without further delay.
Handak tang kontra December 2020 da sibagi jarak pi khraba irom jawrel laisang tem khong manung da leiba mi hat pa asigi mathak ta achumba wayan pija tawirak liba just a nautesori busu andro prajana harau nungai ba thakat pa ju phongdok sari mathak thongwa da leiriba bijar party singna su achumba wayan thambi rakani habagi thajaba thamjari nupi aikhoi se hingmada aki tujungba phawre ningon pokpa mama sing Watabam Kangre, Nasi Paliba Sarkar to Miang Sangbiduna, Asumba Wayan, Pangan Biu, Haina Apin Taujari.
Manipur State Commission for Women held the first public hearing and come a discourse on Manipur State Gender Policy and Budgeting today. Commissioner Chairperson Professor Binota Mainam chaired the meet at the hall of Institute of Cooperation and Management in Lamtalpad. Representatives of CSOs, NGOs, researchers and academicians shared their views and opinions at the event. One-day awareness program on women empowerment was held at Rising Sun Club in Thongju, Waikom, Kongnang today. District Legal Services Authority Imphal East along with Ibudho Koiro Lakpa Village Level Federation organized the program sponsored by Manipur State Legal Service Authority. Speaking at the event, Ibudho Koiro Lakpa Village Level Federation Local Resource Group Wahingbam Sarda said that the awareness program aimed to bring gender equality. Singjamai Police SDPO Thingbaija Malakshmi, leaders of various civil society organizations and many women took part in the event.
My imunda nupa ni sa sare mai numunda nga nupa na phure ha ka su lo sa laga khoi adama te khangzala thameba adu do khoi na khangzali ba khoi nupi sing imung jam chothayeba chotha ba se nga khara ma khaidi awareness sing phangda di mangon the right se aina wa ba tari ba se aigi right ma khangda raga di ekamaina ma teng si logani kadai dei logani ha ba do khangda na khoi chondara leiram ne khoi awareness phangda di moi da knowledge la aga di khoi leiba select group member da daga lekai sis da khoi na yamna chawthona kon bangam daga su imung sing si khara ga di lagadi lekai ma chawkholak ta di sama sama chawkholakani ha be pandam da belep sina khoi na ngasi gi awareness semjabani.
It's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be back with the details after the break. Keep watching Impact News.
G-Men's Samsung NEET 2021 की pattern da online test series की दमक registration हो जरे. NEET IIT G aspirants सिंगना Acad Imphal Valley Academy घरी दा registration तवी पे यारे गनी. Course असी दा individual doubt clearance, test paper analysis, अमसुंग practice problems की खुदोंग साबसु फंग भी गनी. 15 January फाव की मनुंग दा register तवी पे यागनी.
Solar water heater available 100-150 LPD. Please contact Farmson, Harangoitong West, Ningthemsa Karong, Imphal West. Contact number 9612391300986266952.
Mapasina machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chawba khudol oibiu ichagi phazabalam chat sajat ki ahombadu ubiu Slopland Public School Khongjom ichabu
company in the entire northeastern region of India completed its 15 years of service, provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY credit link subsidy scheme, PMAY CLSS housing for all by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Pantubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlekai Imphal.
Welcome back. You're watching Saturday Primetime English Bulletin non-Impact News. India recorded 15,158 new cases of coronavirus, taking the country's COVID-19 caseload to 1,542,841 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,52,093 with 175 new fatalities. On the positive note, recovered cases have reached 1,179,715. Country's recovery rate touches 96.56%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 67,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by Maharashtra with above 53,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 9 crore 44 lakh 14,000 people, above 2 crore 20,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 6 crore 74 lakh 56,000. USA has the highest infection of above 94 lakh 71,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil. China is witnessing a recent surge in virus infection, though it stands at 83rd position with 1,113 active cases of COVID-19. Selin Digital and NR Media held an awareness program on COVID-19 at Nongdam Bazaar in Lamlai constituency today. Selin Digital producer Fanjobam Lanajit, Nongren Chunungkhok Gram Panchayat Pradhan M. Bilashini, member N. Sangai Nganbi, Village Authority representative S. Sama, NR Media provider NR Rajesh, and locals took part in the event. Face masks were distributed to the attendees. Popular Front of India, Manipur state condemns the hike in passenger fares in some areas, taking advantage of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. Press release from the front urges authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. One-day national seminar on dying of tree bean, that is Yongchak, in Manipur, remedies and steps towards conservation was held at Manipur University Vice-Chancellor's Court Hall today. Manipur University, along with Central Agricultural University Imphal CAU, CSIR NEIST Imphal, ICAR Manipur Center, Manipur Organic Mission Agency and Apunba Imagi Machasing, that is AIMS, organized event. Addressing the event via video conferencing, Governor Dr. Najma Haptullah said that there is a mass decline of tree bean in the state in the past 10 years and expressed apprehension that the plant will become extinct from the state if timely measures are not taken. She stressed the need to identify the root cause and emphasize an effective remedy to save and conserve tree bean.
Unfortunately, during the last decade, many causes of past tree have been seen, and we have been observed in the northeast Indian region due to the dire symptoms seriously affecting socio-economic situation of the growers. Thus, there is an urgent need for scientific and biotechnological intervention for strategizing a short-term and long-term plan for the socio-economic impact.
Speaking at the event, Lok Sabha Outer Manipur MP Dr. Lorho S. Foze urged the youths to conserve and safeguard the environment. He expressed concern that many flora and fauna will eventually become extinct if ecosystem is not maintained. He called upon to bring back age-old custom of gifting tree beans to daughters by her parents on her wedding day. He said that it takes combined efforts of both the public and the government to conserve tree beans. ICR Joint Director Dr. I. Megachandra, CAU Imphal Director of Research Dr. S. Basanta, CSIR NEIST Senior Principal Secretary Dr. H. Bir Kumar, AIMS Vice President M. Kelendro and Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor Amar Yumnam took part in the event.
AIMS now identified our conference workshop organized to yamna thagachani ngaini mogi damakti pi taraga kaptuna lairabani habisi akoina khangle silaga akoi damakta kanomadi kanbihau da biyade.
Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy launched a 4-day festival of dance drama at its auditorium today to mark the 45th foundation day of the Academy's production unit Bhagavat Anjukam, originally written in Sanskrit by Bodh Dayana Kavi, translated into Manipuri by N. Surendrajit, adapted and choreographed by Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy Imphal, was premiered at the event. Speaking on the occasion, former Vice Chairman of Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, Imphal, Professor H. Tombe, urged the government to allocate more funds for the art and culture sector of Manipur to promote the same.
Tribal dance, thang ta kasi yam na pop krawa Christ na pop sing mamam digi yam na hector lai harau ba mite lady ba adigi folk culture na mane amma adigi 35 tribe sing sigi tongan ba lady ba pulmang se ekoi nung mi mangchila ba ne state government no khalama thanmi ba phai masi introduce to business school the college da is a compulsory paper numba ama happy dina artist myamsi yokhatba preservation and promotion of the Manipuri dance is very necessary.
Pre-production ceremony of 3 Manipuri films produced under Liklam Film Productions was held today. The films are Kanung, Likhun and Imagi Laman. The film's story, screenplay and direction is given by Naukja Sana and Edison Konthosam is the producer. Rajkumari Kaiku, Devita, Prem Sharma, Idhau, Lalitabi, Ratan Mukhai, Frank, Rojes, Sunny, Sadananda, Kajal, Pinky Salam and Lukhoi are in the lead roles of the films. Chairman of Film Forum Manipur, Samjet Sabam Mangoljao, writers and directors Jitendra Ningomba and Niladhaja Kuman took part in the event held at Manipur Press Club in Majorkul. Women's online clothing store, Plush Outfits, was launched at Ori Wood Complex in Ghari today. Jyotsna Wahengbam from Kashamthong is the business owner. She has completed the Bachelor of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship at Nottingham Trent University in the United Kingdom. Public may visit the website www.plushoutfits.com to explore a wide range of women's clothing and accessories. The website aims to promote indigenous clothing to the world to boost the state's economy. Manipur University Students' Union election a 14-point code of conduct allowing open debate, symposium and discussion to elect efficient candidate became effective from today. Monitoring committee formed in connection with the election terms activities like study tour, picnic, feasting, house campaign, etc. as violation of the code of the conduct and prohibits the same. Members of Kuki, Inpi and Chasat Reconstruction Monitoring Committee thanked Chief Minister Nongthoman Bireen for reconstructing the fire-destroyed houses of Chasat village in Kamjong district. It may be recalled that many houses of the village were burnt down in March last year. Speaking to media at Kuki Inpi office in Babupara today, Kuki Inpi Manipur President Khaimang Achongloi said that 60 houses out of the total 140 houses have been reconstructed so far. Thanking Chief Minister N. Bireen, he urged the authorities concerned to complete the remaining 80 houses without further delay.
Huji 112 structure loire jinga ne wall ne loi nama complete to basi 60 houses ne honorable CM na former inauguration ama pangthok pi ba haisi yam harawi yam thakatli ma very much concern ne aduna lemhori ba wat pasing sisu athuba matamda sathuk pi heraga khungang awaba praja singdo athuba matamda makhoi yumda changeraga normally pannabado yam pambani aduna hoji honorable CM aduga government concern MLA concern officers singna pukning chingsille heraga athuba matamda lemhori ba awat pasingsi completely loisin nangai si Kuki Inpi Manipur na appeal tawjari.
United People's Front of Manipur has urged the state government to pay full remuneration to medical officers recruited by the government on a temporary basis to tackle the COVID-19 outbreak. Press release from a UPF appeals to Chief Minister N. Bireen to look into the matter at the earliest. two-day national seminar on research and publication ethics organized by School of Education, Manipur University concluded today. Professor of Manipur University's School of Human and Environmental Science, R.A.S. Kushwaha, Dean of School of Engineering, Professor R.K. Hemakumar, Dean of School of Humanities, Professor N. Aruna, Director of Research and Development Center, Professor Laitongjum Warjit, and Dean of School of Education, Professor T. Inaubi, took part in the valedictory event. Certificates were presented to attendees on the occasion. Kokching District Range Forest Officer in Munal has stressed the need to take legal actions against those land owners of illegal poppy cultivation. He was speaking at the one-day environmental awareness program at Hyanglam Legal Aid Clinic office today. Okho Trust Langmaidong and Legal Aid Clinic Hyanglam jointly organized the event, sponsored by People's Resources Development Association, Manipur, and United NGOs Mission Manipur. And Munal said that the anti-poppy drives carried out by the public are of no use as long as the poppy cultivators continue poppy plantation. He stressed the need to avert legal action against the landowners to curb illegal poppy cultivation in the state. As a part of security measures in view of the upcoming 72nd Republic Day celebration on January 26, a team of Imphal West District Police carried out cordon and search operations at Kadangban and Singda today. The drive, led by Imphal West District Police Additional SP Operation, DSP Commando and OC Commando, was carried out from 4:30 a.m. till 6 a.m. No one was arrested. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches the world's largest and historic pan-India rollout of COVID-19 vaccination program via video conferencing. Chief Minister N. Biren launches historic COVID-19 vaccination Manipur chapter at Jennings. Ningombam Ramesh of Khurai becomes the first person in Manipur to get Covishield shot. Manipur reports 24 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death case in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 366. Education Minister Sorokaibam Rajan announces reopening of schools and colleges for class 9 to 12 by January 27. And India records 15,158 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,542,000. Recovery rate stands above 96%. That's all we have for today. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, good